Hey guys, it's Whit and welcome to another Free to Flow Friday. So today's tip on how to live your most free and abundant life is to do it anyway. So what am I talking about? Well, last week a friend had asked me, how do I keep going when the support isn't there? And my immediate reaction was to do it anyway. So if you didn't read my Wits Wisdom Wednesday newsletter, then let me catch you up. When I say do it anyway, I mean do it anyway. I mean go forward whether you feel like you don't have enough supporters or not, or whether the main people you want in your life aren't supporting you. Now I know how difficult it can be to feel like you're putting in all this work and you are making this God dream happen, but then the people closest to you aren't really here for it, or they're not as excited about it. Or, they're not showing up to your events, they're not buying your products, they're not telling friends, they're not sharing this, that, and the third. Well, one thing that I have found very helpful is to, number one, don't focus on who isn't supporting you, and instead focus on those who are. Now, whether that's just one person or it's yourself, you have to know that what you're doing is worth it. You have to know that what you're doing is making a difference. You have to know that what you're doing is meaningful, whether you have 5 million followers, 5 million supporters, or just 5. Whether that means that you are preaching to an empty room at first or not. And I know many people end up quitting once it gets hard, but that's the time that we need to press in. That's the time when you need to decide, okay, is this seed that I'm planting worth it? Is the harvest going to be worth it? Is all that I'm working towards worth it? Is it even what I care about? Is it what I'm passionate about? Because this isn't easy, fighting for your dreams isn't easy, but it's worth it when you keep going. So I encourage you to please keep going, even when you feel like the support isn't there, even when it feels like the people you want to support you haven't supported you, even when it feels like your growth is slow, and I want to emphasize the fact that growth doesn't just happen overnight, that things don't just magically happen, but your suddenly only comes after consistently. Your suddenly and immediate breakthrough only comes after you've been consistently putting in the work, after you've been consistently showing up day after day, continuing to show up for yourself, show up for your brand, show up for others as well, because support has to be a two-way street. You can't just never show up for anybody else and then wonder why nobody is there for you. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a huge influx of support in the beginning, that doesn't mean that your idea is trash. That doesn't mean that, you're a failure. That doesn't mean that you're necessarily doing anything wrong. But that also doesn't mean that you shouldn't leave room to grow. That also doesn't mean that there may not be things that you still need to work on. You're a work in progress, and that's okay. But I just want to encourage you to keep doing it anyway, to keep putting in the work, no matter how many tears you cry, no matter how much it feels like a strain sometimes, because it will feel like a strain of your time, your energy, your resources, your finances, even your family sometimes, but you have to keep going. If it's something you believe in, if it's something that God has given you, if it's something that you've been putting work in towards, if it's something that's going to make the world a better place, that's going to improve your community, I truly implore you to keep doing it. Keep working towards it. Don't give up on your dream just because you received a no. Don't give up on your dream just because your best friend doesn't believe in you. Don't give up on your dream just because you don't have an abundance of finances right now. It may take time to grow, and that's why it might be helpful if you do have another full-time job instead of just your business, but if you don't, again, that doesn't mean just give up if things aren't necessarily working in your favor yet, because all things work for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. So please, please, please do it anyway this week. Push yourself, dig in a little bit deeper, and do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. I believe in you, and I know somebody else believes in you too. And if nobody else believes in you, if not even your mother or your husband or your best friend, if it feels like nobody's in your corner, but God gave this to you, know that God believes in you and God trusted you with this. So who are you to say that you're not worthy? Who are you to say that you're not good enough? Who are you to say that you're incapable and that you can't do these things, You need to believe in yourself and give yourself the support that you need, and then the support that you want will start to come. Yeah? So if this video helped you, please feel free to share it with a friend. Please subscribe to my channel, Whitney McNulty. And please like, comment, let me know how you feel about these videos. I love chatting with you guys. Have a great night.